right, just a quick warm up. A couple push-up variations. We're gonna hit some jumping jacks real quick, and then we'll get into our warm up. All right, 25 jumping jacks on your own. Here we go. And go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Nice. Go ahead. If you can, hit 10 push-ups. If not, half range. Don't push yourself if it hurts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hop back up. Go ahead and hit some, we're gonna do a full body kind of warm up right now. Some lunges going forward before we get started. So I hit 20, 10 on each leg, starting with the right leg. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, let's hit 10 jumping jacks. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's hit some side lunges now. We're gonna go to the side, then we're gonna shuffle over and go to the other side. Okay, so we'll start in the middle. Here we go. I'm gonna go to the left, to the right first, and so that's boom, boom. That's 1. Boom, boom. 2. Boom, boom. 3. Boom. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And one more. 10. Nice. Last one before we get into a couple of push-ups is a backwards lunge. Okay, so we're no longer moving forward with it. We're gonna go back with it and push up with it. Okay, I want you to think about when you do this. When we do our normal lunge, we focus on pushing ourselves away, right, to get back to our front. Boom. This time what I want you to do, since we're going backwards, I want you to focus on pulling yourself forward with the front leg. So instead of pushing with your back leg, I want you to focus on pulling with your front leg. Boom. It's going to feel a little weird. So boom. But when you come up, I want you to think about your pulling with your leg to get up to your position. Okay? I don't want you to think about driving off that leg. Think about pulling. Boom. Okay? It's going to feel a little weird. So here we go. Backwards. So 1, pull up. 2, pull up. 3, I want you to focus more on the front leg here. Don't drive off the back leg. Try to put all the weight on this front leg and pull yourself up.
Holy hamstrings.
Yeah, exactly. Boom. See? Because when we do normal lunges, we're hitting the quadriceps, right? Because we're driving off the way back. Okay, when we do these ones, we're working that hamstring. So if you hit a nice hip extension at the end, you're going to get a nice hamstring workout. So you're hitting the back side of the leg instead of the front. All right, so you guys should feel that one in the back of your legs. So we did front of the leg, side of the legs, back of the leg. Let's go ahead and hop into a couple plank exercises just to get the core and the arms. And we'll go into a little bit of a stretch, and then we'll get into what we're doing, okay? So first thing we're going to do is just pretty much just a standard plank, but only thing we're gonna change is we're just going to out, out, in, okay? That's all we're gonna do. So we're gonna try to do 10 of those, maybe 20, okay? So I'm gonna count to 20. We're gonna do 20. And it's just gonna go 1, 2. So you're just gonna be doing out, out, in for 20 seconds, okay? And I'm gonna be counting with you guys, all right? Here we go. And up, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 5 more seconds, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, just go ahead and sit back up, shake that out. Got two more variations of that kind of a workout, okay? Working on some little bit of shoulder mobility and some stability with our core in different positions. All right, take like 10 seconds or so. And just to explain to you guys why I know we've done these before, but I always like to revisit exercises, okay? Because what happens a lot of times is everyone wants, oh, why do we always do the same exercises? Why do we always do the same exercises? It's because you want to get better at those exercises. If I give you a different exercise every day, you're going to be decent or okay at a lot of different things, and you never really got that push-up down, or you never really got these mobility workouts down. So that's why I always like to go back to these old exercises. Same thing with your techniques. When we teach you a technique, we don't teach you 4 different techniques in a lesson, right? We teach you 1, maybe 2 if you get it down, okay? But if we taught you 5 in a lesson, are you really gonna understand those techniques? Not really, okay? So with these exercises, that's what we're doing. So don't get bored with the exercises, get better at them. Don't get bitter, get better. What you say. All right, so here we go. Next one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back up a little bit. Instead of out, out, in, we're gonna go forward, forward, back, back. Okay? You're gonna feel this a little bit more on the lat and the serratus a little bit, as well as the shoulders. Okay? So same thing, 20 seconds. Here we go. Everybody up. And go. 1, 2. The further you move your hands, the harder the workout. You can do little ones, or you can do big ones. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Nice. Go ahead and shake that out. Everybody's shoulders feeling all right? A little burn there. A little core workout. One more of those before we get into what we're going to work on today. And it's just a combination of the two. So you can rest while I explain, and then we'll get into it. All we're going to do now is we're going to go out, out, up, up, in. Okay, so we're making 2 triangles. We're starting in the middle. We're going out, out, up, up, in. So boom, 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 the triangle. Okay, each hand is making its own triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're going narrow, wide, and up. We're gonna hit 3 different positions here for 20 seconds. Same thing. All right, here we go. Everybody up. Boom. And go. 1, 2, 3. Just keep moving. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Nice. Go ahead and grab some water if you need it. I need it because it's hot in this room. Plus my hair's a little crazy. All right. How's everybody feeling after those? Pretty good? A little sweat built up already. Nice. All right. So what I wanted to get into today was kind of implementing some of our footwork and our boxing mentality into our Kempo techniques. And like we've gone over this before, it can go both ways. We can implement our Kempo movement to our boxing or our boxing into our Kempo. Today we're going to do boxing into Kempo. In a way, it's like yin and yang, it's vice versa. Where you go one way, so whatever. So it's the same thing. What we're going to do today is I have 4 techniques for you guys that you guys all should know. I think the highest one is a technique, maybe? No, yeah, you should be good. All right, so first one we're going to do is, we've done this before, trigger salute, okay? We're going to play with trigger salute today. All right, so we all know the written trigger salute. Stepping in, pinning the hand, heel palm coming up, down on the arm, inward elbow, outward elbow, back knuckle, uppercut. Okay, that's the written version right there. Okay, one thing with this technique that I've noticed, it's very right hand dominant. Okay, I've picked a few of these techniques because it's on some of these techniques are you're just throwing your right hand around the place and your left hand's just kind of chilling there. So what I want to do is implement this left hand a little bit. So in trigger salute, we have pin, hit, down, elbow. Okay, from this position here, what I want to play with is, let me tilt this down a little bit. We've all remembered that 5 sword step and that circling destruction step, right? Up the circle with that hand sword, or 5 swords, boom, 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 up the circle with that chop. Okay, it's in many different techniques. We're going to play with that little step and add it into our trigger salute. So we have up, down, elbow. We're still pinning here. Okay, from here, what we're going to do, instead of throwing this back knuckle here, what we're going to do is we're going to take that 5 sword step and we're going to throw a left body hook. Okay, so instead of boom, boom, boom with the same arm, we're going to go down, elbow, and then with this elbow, you can even treat that as almost a clear of the arm. You're getting that arm off you, so you can even let go of that arm and clear it, okay? And we're going to step with that 5 sword step, boom, with a body hook, okay? From here, we're wound up perfectly to finish the same way how we would start it with that uppercut, ending it the same way how we would end it. So boom, 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 simply turns into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's just adding a little bit more of that left hand in there. One thing with this technique also, if you're doing it with this boxing, okay, we don't want to keep this hand down here. Okay, one thing that could happen when we hit this body shot is that other hand comes around, right? He has a whole left hand to deal with. So boom, when we hit this shot, make sure this hand is up. Okay, we're not going to keep it down here like we would in 5 swords, okay? Or actually, yeah, you would kind of keep it down there. We're going to put it up just like our boxing. So traditional technique, boom, pop, boom. Once we get to there, we switch it up. Boom, boom. Okay? And the reason I like this too is it adds a little bit of a cover step. So you're going up the circle, so now you're almost facing him. Okay, you're not just right in front of him right here. You have that whole center line. You've taken the center. Okay, so now they're opened up, they're squared up. So you pop them up here, and then from there you can even come straight in because they're going to be standing right in front of you like this. Okay, as opposed to trigger salute, when we end, they're usually parallel with us. Okay, so we have 1, 2, elbow, hand comes up, just in case that left hand comes, up the circle 5 sword step with the body hook, boom, boom, with the uppercut right after. Because that body hook's gonna bring him down, and then you're gonna catch him with that uppercut. So pop, pop. Okay, now you've gained that distance a little bit, and if you want, you can re-engage. Because like I said, they're gonna be standing right in front of you like this. Okay, so one more time with this one. Hand comes in, we step in, pop, push the head away, down on the arm, elbow to the chest, or you can even treat it as a clear of the arm, up to you. If you clear the arm, just be aware that left hand, you're gonna reorbit that hand. So boom, you can drop them with that elbow to the chest, boom, from here, ribs, uppercut. Okay, a little faster, pop, boom, boom, pop, pop. So it actually looks like a little bit of a boxing. So we started with the traditional technique, and we finished it with a little bit of a boxing style, still hitting the same points, still hitting the same targets, still getting the same effects. I hit the ribs, I hit that uppercut. It's the same thing. I just feel like I put myself in a better position, okay? So any questions on that one, trigger salute? That one makes sense for you guys? I'm trying to move, not somewhat fast, but I want to get these 4 techniques in there. So everyone kind of comprehend that one? Thumbs up if you got that. Awesome. All right, so moving on, we had, obviously we've done shield and mace before. Okay, we've all worked on that in class. I just want to go over that again. Is feet together, right? Classical, boom, down, check, up, chop, kick, right? So one thing that I like to do on this, and I think we've gone over this before, is instead of hitting that block, is actually make this a slip. So when that right punch comes in, the same boxing mechanics that we've been working on, we can start in a fighting stance here. And we've done this step many times with our slip. That right hand comes in, we step off the line and we slip that right hand coming in. From there, we land that body hook. So it becomes, you're in a fighting stance and it's slip, hit, and then go ahead and go back to town with your technique, okay? Now we can add more boxing combination to this technique, but we're trying to, I'm gonna try to keep it a little classical, kind of go half and half with these techniques. Entries mainly with a little bit of boxing action, and then finish with our kempo. Unlike the last technique, we started with entry and finished with our boxing, okay? So we're kind of playing both sides of this right here. So we're in a fighting stance, left neutral bow, traditional fighting stance, hands are up. That right hand comes in. We take that same step off the line as we would when we step, right? We don't step into a straight neutral bow, right? We still need to have that little toe heel alignment, that off angle, right? So we step in, boom, hitting, down that arm, check, up, chop, kick. Same mechanics, stepping off the line, slip, uppercut, hammer down. Now this is one option you can add a combination to. Instead of that check with the heel palm, you can go check, hook punch across the face. So you can go slip, hit, hammer, check, hook, and then from there, what I would like to do, since I'm already kind of wound up, instead of going down for the chop, I'm going to turn and fire a leg kick to that front leg. So we're making this a little bit more of a boxing combination. So we have slip, hook, hammer like the written, check like the written, throw a hook punch instead, wind yourself up when you catch them, throw a leg kick to the front leg, and then you can even land and throw that knife edge to the far leg. Okay, because when you land that leg kick on the front leg, boom, I'm gonna be here. So you got a nice perfect target to take out that back leg. Okay, so one more time. Slip the punch, body hook, hammer down, check, hook, leg kick, knife edge to the back leg. Okay. Or if you want to be mean, you can go leg kick, boom, and then head kick to the front. Right? That'd be fun to do. Just because when you take that leg out, pop, I'm here, and then you can just come right over the top and take me down. You can make that like a boom, little slicing kick down to the chest if you want to be fancy with it. So last time, slip, body hook, hands always up. It's the same mechanics. We end in the same position, right? Slip, hit. It's the same exact thing, okay? Dropping down, check, hook, leg kick, knife edge kick. All right, so we, like I said, we hit all the same targets. We got all the same reactions. We're just changing it to a little bit more of a boxing style. And the beauty of these guys, like I said, is you can take these and take it to your sparring, because these work great in sparring. Slip, pop, boom, hook, boom, leg kick, right? It doesn't look like it, but when you actually, you know, dissect it, it's shield and mace, right? And same with 5 swords. We've done this before. Right, cross, uppercut, hook, hook. Right, cross, uppercut, yeah, cross, hook. It's the exact same thing as 5 swords. Okay, we've all seen this before. Pop, pop, boom, okay? Technically, that's 5 swords, just with fists instead of hand swords. This is shield and mace with boxing mechanics as opposed to a little bit of our Kempo weapons, okay? So, any questions on shield and mace action there? And we'll do a quick, I'll go over all of them again at the end, just quickly. So we have that one, boom, boom, boom. Nice, boom, cool. All right, so we have trigger salute, shield and mace. The next one I want to go over is, it's just the entry, but I love it because you can do it in a street fight. You can maybe pull it off in a box. You can't do it in a boxing match because you're going into Kempo, but the entry is beautiful. Okay, we know thundering hammers, right? Against a straight right punch. Step in, block the punch, hammer, 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 back knuckle, heel palm. Okay, that's the written version. Okay, what I want to play with is doing it off of more of a slipping motion. And I know we've done it off the straight right in the dojo before, where it's more of a pop, boom. We make this more of a passive parry, and we hit that more of a clothesline action. But what I want to do it off of is a fighting stance, okay? And what's one of the biggest punches you're going to see in the street, okay? It's that crazy right haymaker, okay? So I want to do this off of a hooking punch, actually, all right? And we've done this before when we went over our ducks, boom, moving forward with our ducks, crowding the space, okay? And we've also done it with our body hooks as we're slipping. So we're going to keep it just like that. So off of that hook punch when it comes in, when we slip underneath, instead of hitting that block, we're just going to turn and we're going to hit with that shot right there. You can keep the shot exactly the same. Okay, you can keep that hammer fist, or if you want to go boxing, you can turn that into a nice ripping body hook. Okay, to the side, to the solar plexus, to the floating rib. Okay, you're normally probably going to be hitting the left side if they're throwing a right hook. Boom, yeah, so you're probably going to be hitting the left side. So you're not hitting the liver, but you're going to be hitting the lung meridian, floating rib. You want to catch on that far side. So as it comes in, punch is coming over, we're going to duck underneath and we're going to catch. Boom, with that shot. Okay, they're going to fold over our arm. From there, boom, boom, we finish the rest of the technique. Okay, so this just makes it a little, changes the entry up a little bit. Not too different, okay? Just the main thing is doing it off that hook punch. So we can even do it off of a double combination. Say they throw a jab and we slip the jab. I throw a jab, he throws one back. Pop, boom, he throws the hook. Boom, pop, boom. Okay? So we can actually do this entry into this technique very, very, very smoothly. All right, so one more time. Fighting stance. That left hook comes in. Remember, we always have to, if we're ducking, we don't go straight to it. We always kind of have to go right to go left. Okay, we got to make this U motion. So here when we step, notice my head goes this way. See that? I'm not just going straight to it. I'm going to get caught across the head, top of the head like that. I need to go underneath the head. Look like that omega, or the, what's it, omega? No, like a horseshoe. Omega is the opposite way that way. Upside down omega. All right, so here we go. Hook punch comes in, make that arc, boom, and hit it on the way up. So now you're hitting him so he's going to fold underneath you, okay? Boom, as you pop up underneath. Pop, he folds under, boom, boom. Keep the same mechanics as you would the rest of your technique. All right? So any thundering hammers for that one? Anybody questions or comments on that one? Does that make sense? Yeah. All right, cool. Moving pretty fast. So we have shoot a mace, trigger salute. What do we do? Thundering hammers. Next one is Dance of Death. Okay, this one's kind of similar to Thundering Hammers, okay, or Shoot the Mace, but the entry is going to be a little different. The same thing. We're doing these techniques off of more so slipping punches and getting real deep as opposed to hitting these blocks and being real classical and traditional with it. Okay, we're going to get a little bit more movement into here. So what I want to do here, the written technique, Dance of Death, feet together, stepping back, block, hit, step in, clear the leg, boom, pop. Extension, we don't need to go over the extension. And like, you can do it backwards, you can step forward with it. It works the same way. Okay, you're going to be a little closer if you step forward, obviously. But what I want to play with is stepping forward with this in your fighting stance. Okay, so when that right punch comes in, instead of hitting block, ridge hand to the groin, okay, what I want to do is we've gone over stepping off the line and throwing that cross punch to the body. So boom, throwing that cross punch low to the body, we're going to step off the line and punch low there. Okay, we've done this before. Still punching to that same target. Boom. Okay, but instead of doing this cross punch, to keep it more, the reaction we're going to get is, we all know, finger set, right? Our finger whips, boom, 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 okay? What I want to do with this is instead of a cross punch, what I want to do is I want to give this guy a little smack, okay? I'm going to give him a little whip to the groin, all right? We all know, we've all seen videos and movies. Anyone does that, oh, you flinch, right? Hurts, doesn't feel good. It's more kind of a shock factor, okay? So what we're going to do, when we step and slip off that right punch, what we're going to do is we're going to go pop, and we're going to smack him in the groin. Okay, think just like a backhand to the groin. Boom. Okay, so as that right punch comes in, whether it's a step through or not, if it's not a step through and more of a more of a street style punch, it's going to work great because you have a straight line to the groin there. If I go boom and you slip off, you have a straight line. Here may be a little difficult with the step through punch, but you can still hit it if you throw that hand and wrap it around that leg. Okay, so when that straight punch comes in, we're gonna go pop and smack him in the groin. Okay, from there, all we're gonna do is step straight into the rest of the technique. Boom. Okay, so it puts us in the exact same spot, whether we're boom, boom. Okay, the leg is right there. We have to step around, go in, or it's a drag up, boom, boom, we step straight in, right? This is the same thing, but I feel it's a little bit faster because you're not hitting that block and then settling in that forward bow and then stepping forward. You're doing all three of those. You're evading the punch, you're landing your strike all in one step. Instead of going boom, boom, in, you're going boom. Okay, so it's a lot quicker. So from here, it's pop, and then right when you hit that, your right foot steps forward. Boom. Okay, and then you're right into the rest of your technique. Okay, so one more time. As that punch comes in, it's pop, in. Okay, it's 2 steps. It's step, step. And make sure you're making this almost like a C step. Okay, because remember, that leg is going to be right there. You're not just going to step straight in. Okay, so you're going pop. If it is a drag up, okay, you guys have seen this before. I like to put my foot behind his other leg as I come in. Pop and launch him onto the floor there. Make it more like a tripping action. Okay, boom, finish up. All right, but the main part is that entry. We're cutting down the time by just a hair, but that could mean the difference of a punch. Because if I go boom, boom, remember, he's still we're playing off street punches, guys. So he's going to be throwing that left hand. He's not just going to throw one straight punch and stay there. So what I want to do is I want to go boom, and then as maybe if he does throw that hook, I want to be on the inside of that hook punch coming in and already on the way to my takedown. Okay? So one more time, we're here. That punch comes in, we take our step, groin tap. From there, stepping straight in, and then finishing our technique. All right? How's everyone feel about that one? I like that one a lot. That one's pretty cool, actually. I thought a little groin strike, really practical too, and very effective. Okay. So we have one more. I said 4, but I'm gonna do 5. I'll give you 5. Hooking wings. Okay. Another one of those techniques where your right hand is just going crazy and your left hand is just hanging out chilling. Okay. So we're gonna just implement this left hand a little bit, really quick. So all we're gonna do, the initial part is perfect technique. Kick, push is coming in, boom, clear him with that shot there. Okay, hit him in the groin, maybe bringing that head down, maybe pushing him back a little bit. Now instead of this hammer, upward elbow, claw, what we're gonna do is we're gonna clear kick. We're gonna turn this into a hooking punch. Boom, we're just gonna go hook, hook, uppercut. Okay, so it's a quick combination here. So boom, pop, pop, boom. Okay, from there, you're just gonna clear him with that left hand. Okay, so instead of going hammer, hammer, elbow, claw with one hand, we're gonna implement that same action of bink, bink, only it's gonna go 2 hands. Bink, bink, bink. Bink, 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 bink. Same thing. Bink, 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 bink. Okay, it's the exact same timing. All right. Only thing is we're adding in our left hand. Okay, and this could help and carry. Is it your right shoulder or your left shoulder that hurts?
Oh, they both do now, but it's the right one that's been bad.
Okay, so how hard is this technique for you to pull off full speed?
I don't know.
Have you done it recently? With the right, just the right arm?
Oh, just the standard hooking wings?
Yeah.
Any wings suck.
Right? It hurts a little bit. Now, how much easier is it if you implement that left hand? Okay, because the part that hurts me, if I do this full speed, and we did pad drills with this on my dad's, he was holding the pads for me.
Boom.
If I do this hard, it's that motion that hurts. It's the whip of that shoulder coming through. It's like throwing a baseball, right? Your arm goes this way, so boom, it's that into that action that usually hurts people's shoulders. And I've had it next day where I'm like, ugh, we did hooky wings too long. We did it too many times, and it hurts. So add that left hand in a little bit to take the stress off.
Hey.
Boom.
Will you close your blinds?
What was that?
You got like a shiny ray of light on you right now.
It's because I'm blessed.
Great.
I've never done that before. That's weird. Damn it. Now you need to cover it. I didn't do anything. I don't know why it's doing that. I'll put this there. That's not enough.
It's a little bit of what you did. It's a little. It was just like radiating.
Yeah, it is weird. I've never done that before. Angle of the sun. So hooking wings, that same thing. So hitting, we're clearing, hook, hook, up, clear. If you wanted to, you can still keep it pretty classical. Boom, but this boom, boom, claw will work exactly the same way. So pop, boom, boom, pop, boom. Okay, now you're adding just that left hand in there instead of going pop, pop, boom, boom. All right, so just implementing that left hand a little bit, because I know some of these techniques, they're very right-hand dominant, and that left hand, I want to get it active so many times, okay? So kick, it's the same action as boom, pop, only we're turning it into a hook punch. Pop, boom. Catching him right there. And as this is catching, the other one's already catching him from the other side. So pop, boom, boom. He's right in front of us again. We can catch him with that upward elbow if we want it, or we can finish with our boxing combination, okay? I like it with the end of the Kempo technique. I think that looks pretty cool actually too. Boom, boom, pop, boom. It's very effective. And me and Pops have a different variation of this that includes the left hand. But it's not boxing, it's a little more Kempo style. But mainly I want to focus on just implementing that left hand into that boxing mechanic there. So we've gone over, let's just review real quick. And then I want to give you guys one little hand-eye coordination, fun little drill that you guys can take and play with while you're at home if you're bored. Okay, it's pretty fun. It's something small, but it's interesting. So we did shield and mace, left foot forward, fighting stance. That right punch comes in, we slip it, we hit the hook punch, we hammer down, we check, we hook, we leg kick, and we knife edge. Okay, one more time. Slip, hook, hammer, check, hook, leg kick, knife. All right, so that one's shield and mace. The next one we did was, or the first one we did was trigger salute, but trigger salute, push coming in, same entry the written way, we step in, pop, hitting that palm, turning the head away, craning that arm down, frictional pull, boom, pop. Instead of staying nice and tight here, we're gonna get a little bit of distance and get a little power. So boom, pop, elbow, take your 5 sword step, pop, boom. Okay, we're gonna build up a little bit of torque. Because if you guys notice on that uppercut as well, you don't have too much torque, it's more of an arm motion, okay? I know we get a little bit of hit movement in there, right? Boom, pop, okay? But with this shot, it's gonna make it a lot more devastating on the back knuckle, and I feel it's gonna be a little more devastating than that outward elbow as well. So boom, pop, instead of boom, boom, 2 small strikes to the same target, we're gonna go 1 big strike to that target. Boom, and rip it to the inside, okay? So 1, down, elbow, hit with that hook punch, get that hand up, turn, and uppercut. From there, you can finish however you want, because he's gonna be standing right in front of you. So trigger salute, shield and mace, thundering hammers. Hook punch comes in. Okay, we're in our fighting stance. We step and we duck underneath it. Okay, as we on the way up, we're catching with that on the far side of the body. Okay, trying to hit that lung meridian there. So as it comes in, we step underneath, pop, we catch it there. You can make it a hook punch if you want, or you can stick with that hammer shot. Boom, and then just finish with the rest of your technique. Okay, one more time. Hands up, punch comes in, we go underneath, pop, boom, boom, hit, back in. Okay, just playing with little entries here, tying the footwork together. And then dance of death, that was the straight right. Whether it's a drag up, I prefer to get the drag up, more realistic. It's that slip off the line as you throw that little nut tap there, boom, and then we're back in. Okay, and this one's really quick. It's a quick entry. You're on the way in as he's still punching. So imagine being the attacker here. You're going, boom, oh, and then you get hit in the groin, and then you get taken down. So as you're still punching, you get hit. As opposed to the written where it's boom, boom, okay? You're going to slip and hit at the same time. So pop, boom, and you're right in there. From there, you finish with your technique, okay? And then last but not least was hooking wings, okay? Just adding that left hand into that shot. Okay, so that push comes in, we clear, we kick, we make that a hook punch, boom, pop, pop. You can finish with elbow claw, or you can finish with uppercut cross. Okay, no, we will be with our right foot forward, so you will need to practice fighting with your right foot forward. having your weaker hand in the back. I know we're all Kempoists. We're used to having our strong hand in front. But boom, pop, pop, upward elbow claw, or boom, 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 uppercut cross, and send him right over his heels. Okay? So those are just, was that 5 techniques? Those are 5 techniques that I was kind of playing with. Most of them are off of those punches other than hooking wings. But you can see how these entries transition greatly with the boxing slips. Okay, and it just kind of and I'm not saying don't block. I'm not saying the blocks don't work. I'm not saying any of that. Definitely block, definitely learn to block. Land your block every time. But this just takes that little split second of having to hit in that block. So now we're moving and striking at the same time, as opposed to block, settle, hit, settle, step, settle. Okay. So those are just 5 little techniques that I was playing with. Any questions on those at all? No, pretty easy to comprehend. Okay, they're just small little footwork maneuvers, adding them to our techniques. So this is a little hand movement drill that I used to do all the time. Actually, when I was playing golf on the golf team in high school, because I'd always have a golf ball in my hand, so I'd always be playing with it. And it actually made my hand-eye coordination a lot better. So I'm going to share it with you guys. This is a lemon. I couldn't find the ball. It's a small little lemon, but it works with a tennis ball, racket ball, golf ball. I couldn't find the ball, so I picked a lemon off the tree outside. So just a quick little hand drill, okay? And this is something great for hand-eye coordination, hand speed as well, okay? All you're going to do, it's a 5 sequence, and then we're going to add on to 7. It's a 5 sequence hand drill. Okay, and all it is just working on rotating your hand and also timing, okay? Because it includes one of these actions, okay? How often do we see that in our Kempo techniques, right? That ridge hand coming up, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're here. The first move is simply back of the hand and then catch. Okay, so we're here, we go boom, pop. That's all it is. Boom, pop, and we catch it, okay? So do that a couple times if you have a ball with you. If not, so just boom, pop, boom. And then switch hands. Boom, pop. You'll notice the left hand's a little harder. Okay? You'll lose it. My lemon's a little misshapen, so I may drop it. Do it. Boom, pop, boom. Boom, pop, boom. Boom, pop. Boom, pop, boom. Boom, pop, boom. Okay? So just a little hand drill. Now, next step is we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, now instead of catching it, we're going to pop it up one more time, but we're going to pop it to our elbow. Pop, boom, and catch it. So this is the action here. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, catch. Okay, this is the trickiest part, okay, is that pop. Okay, try that just by itself a few times. Hold your hand right here, and then just drop the ball and extend your arm. Drop the ball, extend your arm. Pop, and it'll pop right up in the air. Drop it and extend. Pop, okay? This is a great lesson in generating force with an extension, okay, with your ridge hand, okay? Even in our thundering hammers, boom, pop, that straightening of the arm. That action, okay, plays a good spot. So catch it, drop it, extend, and catch. Pop, boom. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then try the other hand, it's gonna be tricky. The elbow one, boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so there's one. And this is something I want to show this to you guys. This is something you can practice. You guys remember Rocky, right? He likes to be bouncing that racquetball, always throwing it up and catching it. Because the doctor told him you need to start working on your hand-eye coordination. You're going blind in your left eye, right? So this is great, especially if you just have a ball always with you when you're at home, just playing with it, throwing it around. Good for your hand-eye coordination. Last one, this is more of the advanced part. Once you get this 5 count down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to add an upward elbow to it, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, catch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My lemon just cracked. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm getting lemon juice all over me. But same action. Back of the hand catch, arm catch, up, elbow catch. So just try that one. Throw it up, hit it with your elbow, and then palm it down. Boom. Get lemon juice all over me. Okay, so that last one's a little tricky. Elbow catch, elbow catch, elbow catch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, my lemon doesn't want to bounce anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's just a little hand-eye coordination drill for you guys. A great reaction drill because it's never going to go to the same spot twice. You may have to go boom and then backhand it over here, and then you may have to chase it down, whatever you're doing. But your ultimate goal is to hit each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the best part about it is you can start playing with your own stuff. Okay, so you can throw it up, right? You can go around the ball, catch it. Okay, that one's a little tricky. Okay, throwing it up, going around. Okay, so you can play with all kinds of cool stuff with these balls. Okay, boom, try to go boom, boom, boom. Before it comes up, pop, pop, catch it. Pop, pop, catch. Pop, pop, catch. Okay. Like I said, my lemon's getting flimsy, so I can't catch it anymore. But that's just kind of just a little hand-eye coordination drill for you guys to play with. Okay, when you're at home, when you're chilling, watching a movie or something. My hands are all sticky. But that's pretty much what I got for you guys today.